Hide my
Facebook.
hair.
I'm Saya
Hi.
Rankin from Entertainment Weekly.
Hi,
I'm
Facebook.
here with Constance Wu, Jenifer Lopez, Lili Reinhart, and Keke Palmer, otherwise known as the cast of Hustlers. Hey guys.
Hi.
How's everyone doing? Happy Saturday.
Thank you.
We have a ton of fan questions to get through, but first I wanted to ask, and I did see this like all over. We asked for questions from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and everyone kind of wanted to know what you guys were nervous about before you filmed this movie. I've seen the movie. There's a lot that if I was the actress, I would be nervous about. And I'm wondering if there was anything like that and kind of how you guys helped each other get through that behind the scenes and like on set, like kind of how you gave each other pep talks or what that vibe was. And whoever wants to go first can go first.
I mean, I was nervous / excited just about working with Jenifer. That was like my most. That was my most.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That
I
was.
too.
Get out of here!
No, for
Yeah.
real.
That's so cute.
Because I used to like
Come on,
scour
girl.
the internet,
But you're
like,
very
for stuff about you,
warm
and,
and
like,
welcoming.
your skincare secrets. Yeah.
And it was just like easy. I mean, I guess that you're always nervous to work with a bunch of new people, especially
Yeah.
women. You're not sure what it's
Yeah.
going to be like, but it was so wonderful.
It was great. It was great. For me, I think it was, you know, doing the pole dancing. The first time I tried it, I was so terrible at it. I was like, oh my God. And I knew Ramona had to be like the best dancer and
Yeah.
the one in the club. Like she was the one. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
But you did.
But
You
I
did that,
girl.
girl. You
But I
did that.
No, I eventually, and because I get real determined. But when
Leo.
I tell you that I was bruised everywhere, like I had never, my legs had never been bruised like that in my life. Torn shoulder, the whole thing. But
And
we
she
got
still
through
made
it.
it look sexy.
It
Oh, we
looked
did
so
it.
good.
It was great.
What's the hardest move that you guys did from your routines?
You really had the routine.
Yeah,
Me,
Yeah,
you
you
guys
guys
looked.
Me was going upside down, probably learning how to kind of get that whole thing going. I was really fearless about it. Like the first time I did it, I was like, boo, and I was like, oh, gonna fall, gonna bust my head open.
You
right
had
now.
that tabletop move,
Yes.
Constance. That looked
Which
like it was
one?
hard.
What did I
Where you
do?
got? Where you go
Where
flat?
We were holding you up.
Oh, that's
What?
that's
I don't
cool.
remember.
Keke and I took a class together, and
Okay.
the climbing up is so
That
hard.
can be hard.
Climbing up, because you have
Even
to like
the shoes.
you move your hands first, right, and then your
Yes.
feet.
It's a lot of upper
I'm like looking
body
to you.
strength.
You know, you're like
Well, you
pro
need
now.
traction too.
Don't you? It's like you need like
You have to kind of wrap your legs around it, and then
yeah. It's very strategic how you pull
yourself
yourself
up,
up.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Like,
You
I
also
love
have to
the
make
pole.
that look kind of pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You
The
did
hard
it.
part.
That's
Yeah, how
that's
did you
hard
keep
part.
your face looking so good when you're doing all these moves that are strenuous?
I don't think people
Ask
are looking
her.
at
I
your
don't think I
face.
did that good.
Right, they're definitely not looking at the face.
Yeah.
I watched the PG version, I guess. No, I'm kidding. So we have our first fan question. At Riverbuds wants to know, what is the most badass scene that you guys filmed?
Walking through the club all
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Right?
Man.
I
Slow
think-
motion and
I
everything.
think when we had like our like crazy outfits on, and at that point we kind of like owning the club, and
Yeah.
she did like this slow motion.
Ooh, that
shot
was
of
everything.
us.
And we were just like, this is our arena. And
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty
That was pretty badass.
Was there music playing on
Oh,
It was
yeah.
the song that
during
kicked it up.
Okay,
I
yeah, when
forget
you
which
walk
song
out.
was
Was
it?
it-
Was it Rihanna's song?
Yes.
Oh, it was Rihanna and
It was
someone
Rihanna.
else.
It was Rihanna.
I don't remember.
Her and someone else.
Yeah.
Drake?
Yeah.
No.
No, it was
no,
older
no.
because the year, the year is 2007.
Oh, yeah, it's 2007.
so.
2007. Okay, we've got one from at Josephine, 2 eyes.
Got it.
If you could be friends with any character from this movie, who would it be and why?
All of them.
Well, maybe not.
Because these
All
are
of them.
real women that
Oh, yeah,
it's
that-
based on.
Is
And
it
then
bad
there's a
that I wanna be
dramatized
friends with
version.
Ramona?
I mean, you love your character. That's
I want to be
exciting.
friends with all of them for
Yeah.
different reasons.
Yeah.
Like which?
I want to.
They
I
were
think
good
I want to be friends
girls.
with Ramona too. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She
want
like
her to
takes
take
care of
of
you.
me.
Mhm.
Yep.
And she will smack somebody for you.
Yeah, she will.
You know what I mean? Like she is that girl. She'll teach you the ropes, and she'll like
Yeah.
make sure you know everything. Like,
Nurturing,
She's
warm.
tough, but she's caring.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. Which character are you guys most like, do you think?
I'm most like Mercedes.
Yeah.
I'm most like
know if I
Ramona.
can-
Okay, so you guys are
guess those
both
cast
most like
real
your
well.
characters. What
I
about
am.
Lili and Constance?
Mine
What
is-
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't throw
me.
up all the time.
No,
That's
she-
true.
You
I'm
edgy,
also-
that's her
character.
Annabelle's
Yeah, you're a
quite a
little edgier.
follower, and I feel like I'm not as much of a
No.
follower.
You're a leader.
I'm a leader.
You're a leader. We've got another fan question. How did you get into character each day? And for anyone who's obviously seen the trailer, and I think Constance, you posted a lot on your Instagram while you were filming. There were some spray tans. There was some
we did the spray tans.
nails. But I guess this
Nails,
person probably
yes,
wants to know more
nails.
so mentally, how did you get into the character? But I'm also curious about kind of the physical transformations you guys did.
Well, I had the tapes from the interviews of Rosalind Ko that she did for the original source material, the article in New York Magazine.
Wow.
So I actually would listen to her talking on loop, like about her life, and it was like hours of tape, and it was really that helped me get in a lot.
For me, it was like putting on the shoes and having a cigarette. Like I would just, even if I didn't smoke it, I just have the lighter in my hand. I have the cigarette. I'd have the shoes on.
Yeah.
I'd be in my robe
You
in
really
my
did do that,
trailer.
too.
I really
You really
did that
did.
all the time. It just locked me into a place of like, this is somebody who is not me. You know.
Yeah.
The clothing. I think clothing, you know, the styling was great. The costumes were perfect. They really put me right into it. In the environment, looking at the club and getting into the vibe of that, looking at my outfit, like I'm a new person.
Yeah, I mean the clothing, but also the fake nails because I have very
Oh
short
my
nails in real
Same.
life. And every
Lili and
day
I
we would
have
put on
that.
our fake, literally from like CVS press-on nails.
Yeah.
So you
And
took
I-
them on and off every day.
yeah,
Okay.
and immediately they're just like it makes you like do things that are very hard to pee.
You
but
can't take your contact lenses out, or I can't.
Oh yeah.
I don't wear contact, but it's very hard to do anything.
And probably
Pick
hard to
your
type on your
nose.
phone.
Yeah, I was
too.
like typing like
I remember
with
you
my
talking about
thumbs.
picking your nose.
Yeah, I was like, I can't itch my nose. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
What was everyone's favorite outfit that they wore? Because you guys had kind of went the whole gamut. Like Jenifer, you had some amazing furs, but then you guys had some very small outfits. You know, minimal
Yes.
material. So I'm wondering, what was your favorite?
Mine is the first one I wore. When you see me in the movie, it's a gold like dress. It has ruching in the front. I just thought it gave me life.
That was a pretty one.
I loved it.
For me, I think maybe it was I wore when we walked through the club that scene we're talking about where the Rihanna song is playing, and I have on this big like pimply fur coat and a like a short black leather dress, like way too short than you would ever wear in the street or allow you'd never like if you ever thought of your daughter wearing it, you want to cry. But it was my favorite.
It's
It
hot.
really epitomized.
That was her. That was her.
Mine's probably very different, and it's more because the costume designer, Mitchell, who was so great, we were trying to think of the costume for the Christmas scene, which is when all the girls are together, and it's like, they're just being girls, like being a family. So like, I was like, Destiny's probably really comfy. And me and Mitchell texted each other around the same time saying, we need reindeer slippers. Because it's Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
right? So I just loved that it was so different. You know, she spends the movie wearing these like platform stripper shoes, and then in Christmas she wears these like silly reindeer shoes. I thought that was
Cute.
fun.
Really cute.
I don't think you actually see it in the movie, but when Ramona first sees Annabelle, she's crying on the ground and she's wearing, or I think they're kicked off to the side, but they were bunny stripper shoes. They were, which are
I
called
did not get
pleasers, right?
those.
They're called
They're
pleasers.
pleasers, yeah.
The big shoes that strippers wear are called pleasers.
Pleasers.
And mine had like bunnies on them. They were furry with bunnies, which were like the best things
That's
I've ever
cute.
seen in my life.
I have a bunny, so.
Yes.
Yes,
you
Super
do.
kink.
Super kink.
Right.
There's a lot of really good lingo in this movie too. You got pleasers. We learned going fishing. You guys learned any other lingo? I think those were the two biggest ones. Pleasers. Chicago JLo lover.
Yes.
This isn't a question, but they just wanted to say shout out to all the diversity and the body positivity in the film,
Yay.
which I think like is something that really sets this movie apart from a lot of the others. So I will
Yes.
echo Chicago JLo lover and
Yeah.
say that. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to say about that, but
No,
just
it's
a really good
amazing.
film.
There was definitely the gamut of like colors and flavors in there, body types and all kinds of things. So it was a beautiful representation of what this world is like right now
Yeah.
and what America is like.
Yes. And we also got a lot of fans asking, just wanting to know your favorite memory of working together, or like the funniest thing that happened on set behind the scenes, or if there were any like anything we can expect in the blooper reel was a resounding theme.
Are we gonna
I think when we were doing the scene where we had to open the champagne.
Oh,
And obviously these are 4 girls who have never like chugged champagne or have dealt with champagne.
No,
I don't know.
never.
Maybe you have. I have. But I don't know. You're like, oh man. But we
They wanted it
opened
to pop.
Well, they wanted to pop, but not only that, but then when we put it in our mouths, it exploded.
Oh, I know.
yeah, it was so much foam.
And none of us knew that was going to happen. So we're like, man, we're like, we
We thought
Throwing
it
up
was
champagne.
going to be like water.
But remember you popped it off and it hit
the
a chandelier,
chandelier. Oh, yeah, that was
in the
amazing.
set.
Yeah,
it
we
didn't
had a
break it, I
lawsuit.
don't
I'm kidding.
think.
because we were like, what?
I said then we had a lawsuit. I'm just kidding.
No.
But really, any scene where we were all together, it's hard to remember
Made it
one
more
particular.
fun.
I mean, it was just we would just laugh because you're there all night and you passing the time and it's just you have fun. You talk, you get to know each other. I think that was great bonding moments.
Yeah.
When we were in the bar with the rotating, like the different guys came
Yes.
in, like everything
really funny.
you said, all the
Oh my
improv
gosh, stop it.
killed me. Like we were all just.
Was
dying.
it Bob Saget? Remember when we were dying when I called the dude Bob Saget? I don't know why I said
Please
that.
tell me what Bob
He looked
Saget
like
joke
Bob
is.
Saget.
What is
Yeah,
the
because I
inside
told you he looked like a miniature Bob Saget. I think it's in there. I don't know if it is.
The
in
Tom
there.
Cruise comment is.
Oh, the Tom Cruise made it.
She
in.
called it.
Worked really well.
Yeah, it looks perfect.
Also, the scene where you guys, I think, like couldn't drink the champagne. One of that made it in there, and it was really funny. Where it kind of like spilled
yeah, she
out.
said
Was
too
that
much,
you?
too
Yeah,
Oh,
too
yeah.
much.
And that was very real.
that was so
Keke
funny.
came through. No.
What did you guys do then? I guess at the end of the day to kind of like let go of what you filmed that day and then get ready. Because I guess it was at night too, right? A lot of the shoots. So like, how does one decompress
Makeup
from
remover.
spending all night
Good
in the
food.
club? Good food.
I don't know.
Like what kind of
I
food?
always need like a shower to wash it off. Everything.
Yeah.
Every movie, by the way, it's like once I get to
refresh.
shower, I'm like, okay, I'm myself again.
Yeah.
I think it's that usual night routine. Like she said, like Lily said, taking the makeup off, showering, getting in bed. I'm me for those
Yeah.
however many hours until I have to get back to set.
How do you get used to doing night shoots?
You don't.
You don't. You just do it. Part of the
It's
job.
easy to have energy when you're on an environment that demands it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And then you drink a
Some
lot
of
of
the
coffee.
little girls, our little girls, our younger girls, they get sleepy. They get
I'm
sleepy
always
halfway
sleepy.
through. They're like, I'm like, come on, girls.
I know she always get us amped back up.
I was like, let's go, and everybody start getting sleepy and cranky. And
We got one question from @Buggy's Sunflower. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
no,
Hard hitting.
I mean, every now and then I give it a little go.
yeah.
I don't hate it.
Not for me.
Okay, good.
fan.
So and also like,
to
are you?
To pineapple. Wow.
Oh.
I can see that.
Yeah, it only happened once I turned 30. It was like I got all these new allergies once I turned 30.
That was
And
me with
pineapple
cheese.
was one
Pineapple,
of
if you
them.
have too much of it anyway, it makes your
Makes your
mouth-
tongue burn.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
something.
It hurts you.
It doesn't.
It's
yeah.
a hurtful fruit.
Something to look forward to.
That's why it's got the thorns on the other
Exactly. There is a warning.
It's a hurtful.
And one of the big themes about this movie is like the kind of girl gang vibe of your characters.
Yeah.
And you kind of you pretend to be sisters. I'm just wondering, as our final question,
We
what
don't
are some
pretend
of
to be sisters.
We are.
We are
You are
sisters.
We
You're-
are sisters.
you
We
pretend
stand
to be
together.
real sisters, but you are sisters.
We are sisters.
You are sisters. What are like your guys' favorite girl gangs? If you're like in TV shows, movies, etc. Kind of who do you?
Hustlers.
Hustlers,
Hustlers,
yeah.
okay.
There's
Honestly.
only one girl gang movie that matters now, and it's
It
Hustlers.
is.
That's it. Oh, wait, guys. I do have to say, though.
Who are
League-
you?
A League of Their Own is a pretty
League-
good
Oh,
movie.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That's
But
a
I
pretty
wouldn't
good
say
one.
that's a gang.
That's not a gang.
They're
That's
playing
true.
softball.
It's a team.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, you guys are kind of a league of your own. Sorry.
That's it.
Okay.
And
Major
with that,
league.
okay, that wraps us up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Everyone, you can catch Hustlers in theaters on September 13th. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.